Hello, my name is AstroSky. Today's video is going to be covering face pulling. No, not that face pulling. What I'm talking about is expanding your palate with your thumbs. Yes, I know what it sounds like. Sounds scary, right? Trust me, if you follow my instructions, you can do this safely. First, let's define what we're trying to achieve here. We all know about mewing. If you don't, I suggest you watch some of my other videos or Dr. Mew's own videos, which I'll link down in the description below. Mewing is proper tongue posture. How does mewing work? Well, mewing is using your tongue as a palate expander. You take your tongue and press it on the roof of your mouth for around 8 hours a day, pretty much causing your palate to expand over time. Lots of people get results with this, and it takes time. Well, what if I said you could speed that up with a little help? You have 2 thumbs, don't you? Why not put them to use? Let me explain. But first, let me give a warning. If you decide to try this out on yourself, you are doing so at your own risk. This method is experimental, and from my own experience, I have gained around 1 tooth in expansion. But your results may vary. And honestly, I feel like this is for people who already know how to mew down to the T. If you understand what I just said and want to know how this works, keep watching this video. It is said that constant light but firm pressure over time can move and change bone. And the key word here is constant. What is constant in terms of expansion? Well, if we're talking about using your thumbs, which, by the way, can exert way more forces than your tongue ever could, I believe, and for reports on thegreatwork.org, a site you can visit that I will link down below, that expansion from your thumbs can be achieved with 2 to 3 minutes every hour for 8 hours a day. What this means is for this to have any chance to work, you will need to do this all the time. You can't get away with just doing this 1 time a day because your palate won't be stimulated enough to expand and make more room. I know this is a lot of talking, but if you're serious about making better changes, it's best you listen. And listen you should, because that's the first step. Now, this is good and all, but I'm sure all of you are wanting to know how to do it. Let me show you a video example of me showing you how I thumb pull. I'll be pausing throughout the video example to really explain what I'm doing, so as for no confusion to be happening. And I really want to explain this in detail for you guys. Let's get over to that part of the video now. Okay, so I'll be using myself as today's model. Yes, I know, what a pretty man. Joking. Anyways, I'm going to be freezing on this section so I can explain what direction of pressure you should be applying. The way I describe it is up, forward, and out. Avoid touching your teeth at all times. Only apply pressure to the red fleshy bits. Do not push forward on any of your teeth. You want to avoid tipping at all costs. If you can stay only in the red parts, you'll be okay. Like I said before, up, forward, and out. Try to do the palate in sections too. The back, the middle, the tip. You want to make sure you're putting pressure on all the parts of the palate for optimal supplemental expansion. Okay, you're almost ready. Grab your 2 thumbs. Sit down at a table with your elbows firmly seated on a flat surface, and proceed to watch what I'm doing. I'll be explaining as I go on. Notice the movements I'm making. Remember what I said before? Forwards, up, and outwards. Notice the movements I'm making with my thumbs. Apply these movements inside your mouth. Avoid the teeth. If you struggle to avoid the teeth, try taking it section by section instead. If you can't fit thumbs in your mouth, do 1 thumb. Just keep the movements I keep repeating in mind and do it slowly. Take your time. Let's now talk about the sensations you might feel while doing this method. It's all personal, but from my experience, I hear popping, clicking, and even shifting in my palate. Do not be alarmed. This is simply your palate trying to expand. It won't be permanent either. It takes weeks and weeks to even gain even a millimeter of expansion, but it's still a good supplement to mewing. Right now, I'm just trying to show the movements with my thumb with more visual examples. Keep noticing the movements I'm making. Just repeat that, but inside your mouth. Have good body posture while trying to sit and try to avoid pushing too hard. You are just trying to gently nudge things in the right direction. This will speed things up for you, but it still takes time. Now, I'm going to turn to the side and repeat the same exact movements. I want you to notice what my hands and how much pressure I'm applying. Copy this. If you must, rewatch this over and over till you understand what I'm doing. Now, if you have watched this tutorial in its entirety, you should be able to perform thumb pulling with good accuracy. It takes time, like I said, and I have personally improved my smile and expanded my palate by a little bit. Remember, like I said, this is not a replacement for mewing. It's a supplement, like an extra exercise. Okay, so thank you for watching my video. I hope this helped you achieve more mewing progress. This video took a lot of research, and I've been applying this method myself. I hope you really enjoyed this kind of video and this kind of content. I really enjoyed animating this stuff. I would like to thank my girlfriend for providing the talking head animation. That was probably the most complicated part. She did all the work for that, and I give her all the credit for that. Anyways, if you like this kind of content, please leave a like. If you didn't like it, leave a downvote, I guess. Subscribe, ring that bell, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you.